My name is Brian Griffiths, and I have the honor of being invited by the students to chair this 41st St. Gallen Symposium. Normally I would do this with a co-chair, Mark Medish, but unfortunately he's had to withdraw due to the ill health of his father. So, regrettably, you have me for 2 days, not one. Well, thank you. I have to say this is the 14th consecutive year I've attended the symposium and the 13th time I have acted as chairman. And I'd just like to give a very warm welcome to all of you. This is the first time we're back in this building, which is even more a temple of modernism than it was before it was redone. It's a terrific building, and this year we have a record number of participants, nearly 900. And for me, you know, this symposium never loses its charm. As you drive up from Zurich to St. Gallen, firstly, there's the beautiful city of St. Gallen itself and its history of Gallus the monk, the World Heritage Center, the Abbey, here in the heart of northeast Switzerland. Then there's this superb organization of the symposium by the students with no detail being left unaddressed. Then there's the multidisciplinary nature of the event itself. Politicians, chief executives, academics, journalists, diplomats, even religious leaders. And in that connection, I'd like to welcome the Bishop of St. Gallen, Marcus Buchel, the Emeritus Bishop, Eva Fuhrer, the Chairman of the Consistory of the Protestant Church, Dr. Dolf Vader, and the Rabbi of the Israeli congregation, Herman Schmelzer. The conference is not only multidisciplinary, it's intergenerational, it's intercultural. And to me, the St. Gallen Symposium has become a valuable brand. And it's summed up in the expression, the leaders of today in dialogue with the leaders of tomorrow. Soon the students are going to welcome you with a video that they've prepared, and after that we'll have a specific welcome by one of the leaders of tomorrow, Ali Wine. He says if you have problems, you just say, Lee, and wine, not win. He's a researcher at the Belfast Center for Science and International Affairs at the Kennedy School of Government, Harvard University. Before I invite you to watch the video, may I say something about the subject, just power? It was chosen by the students, and I think it would have struck a chord over the centuries, because this was the sort of issue that St. Augustine, a believer, or Thomas Hobbes, an atheist, wrestled with. In the 20th century, just power was the subject that Hayek and Popper and Rawls, with very different perspectives, but also wrestled with. And I think the subject recognizes that power is an inevitable and necessary part of human experience, and that it's exercised through our institutions. But the noun power has been qualified by the adjective just, which I think is hugely important. As a European, and as a Welshman I am a European, I'm proud of my heritage. Sometimes the British, you know, are known as not being European. So I'm proud of my heritage. And over the centuries, we've struggled to ensure that those who exercise power should be accountable to a higher standard and authority which is embodied for us in the rule of law. Power, yes, but alongside power there must be justice, and there must be human rights which reflect the dignity of the human person, the freedom to express one's opinion, the freedom to practice one's religion, to participate in the form of government, to have confidence that all people and institutions and even government are not above the law of the land, that the government is not corrupt and stealing from people, that people have the freedom to live in peace and pursue their own interests. This quest that power must be exercised in a legitimate way is, I believe, at the heart of the Arab Spring, the debate over the transparency of information, concerns over food supplies, and the power of monopoly in natural resources. The success of this conference over the next 2 days depends not just on our distinguished keynote speakers and panelists, work session leaders, topic leaders. It depends critically on you and your participation. And I would urge every one of you to make a commitment this morning to play an active role in the program sessions, in group discussion, and through personal conversation. The one thing I can guarantee is that you will not only benefit, but you will have fun. And who knows that even on Swiss faces, we may see some laughter. So without further ado, I'd now like the students to present their video to be followed by Ali Wine.